You say to think platforms, not just products, and then furthermore, think ecosystems, not just platforms. Tell us a little bit about what you mean.
And this is a really important idea in the modern world. It doesn't seem very important when we think back in history at a lot of the great companies. But in the technology world in particular, but even in the non-technology world today, companies can ultimately be more successful if they find a way to get other players who are in their business to contribute to their success. And so if you're a platform, it's not just what you do, but it's what everyone else does around you in order to potentially build your business. So if you think back in history, it's almost always the great platform, not the great product, that wins. So for example, think about the old video recorder business. Everybody in the old days thought that Betamax was going to be the winner, but the VHS standard won, even though it was not as good of a product. It just had better software, in that case content, on their platform, and more of it. I think everybody would say that the Macintosh was a better product than a DOS-based PC for 10 years. But the DOS-based PC won because they had all the software. That was the platform. If you think about the semiconductor industry where Andy Grove competed, there was a technology called reduced instruction set computing, which everyone was certain was better. And Andy had a complex instruction set computing, but because Intel was the platform, it became the winner. Or in today's world, I think we would all probably believe that the iOS or iPhone operating system is the best, but in the end, Apple only has 17% of the market, and Android has more than 80% of the market, even though it's not as good of a platform. So the key idea is, if you really want to be a great success, you're much more likely to be successful as a platform rather than just a pure product.
And then what is an ecosystem, and how does that play in?
So the ecosystem idea is that you have to go beyond even the platform. That in many cases your success depends on other parties who are potentially important to the success of your business that you don't necessarily control. And that's the key idea, that you've got to be able to manage things beyond your control. So for example, if you think about the computer business, where both Microsoft and Intel were playing their game, the old days of computers, it may be hard to remember today, it was almost impossible to connect a peripheral to a PC. It required incredible amounts of effort, and the software often didn't work. And so Intel said, if we can't fix this problem, we'll never grow our business. Even though we don't actually sell it, it's not our problem, but if we don't fix it, we've got to solve it. And so in that case, Intel created the USB port, which we all use today. And the idea was that made it easy to plug and play a computer. And so by thinking much more broadly beyond just the particular product that you sell, you potentially create a much better ecosystem that enables you to then sell more products, grow the business, and ultimately become more successful. The whole theory of an ecosystem is, how do you grow the pie? How do you make the entire pie better? And Intel did many of the current innovations in the current PC, but they gave it away because they felt it would grow the entire pie for computers.